What is up, everybody? Solk here, talking about the Chloromancer and some Rift gameplay, and I'm going to be talking about Soling. Now, with a Chloromancer, you obviously heal by DPSing, and Soling is good depending on your off-spec. Now, if you want to solo grind, solo quest, that sort of thing, I would definitely, most certainly recommend the Elementalist off-spec because of the pet and this ability called Revitalization. Now, yeah, you can see it right now. It after combat, it consumes charge and allows you to fully regenerate your mana with the amount of charge you have. So there's very little off time, very little downtime, and with the pet, he's constantly holding aggro, and you're able to just cast your spells and be good. Now, right here, you can see I'm using my racial abilities to go collect some ore or whatever the hell it is, and because of the instant, if you put, I think it's like 20 or 22 points into the elementalist spec, you can have instant pet cast, and that allows you to, like, if your pet dies in combat, you can just bring him back, that sort of thing, and it removes downtime. Now, if you're smart with your Chloromancer spec, you can put 30 or so points in and 20 or so points into the elementalist and get the greater elementalist pet, which will keep going after level 30. As you can see right here, it's very simple. All you have to do is highlight target, send your pet on him, have your pet have aggro, and then you just cast your spells, and you never lose damage, and you can always get your health back, your mana back after fights with revitalization. Very little downtime, very good. In my opinion, Chloromancer Elementalist is probably the best soloing spec in the game because you really don't die. You know, you have so many abilities that give you back health, so many life shields, all of this stuff, instant heals. You are very durable. You put out pretty solid damage, and you have a pet. And that's pretty much the ultimate formula for solo. Um, Other classes like Beastmaster and Warriors and that sort of thing, like, yes, they're good, but depending on how well their pet holds aggro, they will have to use the different drinks and stuff in order to regain health. But whatever, pretty much any class with a pet is a good solo class, in my opinion. However, PvP, it's a totally different story. I never use elementals in PvP. I'm always 100% Warlock because of the health bonuses and life tap and all of that. Now, you can see in some cases you will lose aggro with your pet, depending on the creature, and if you don't sick your pet first, then you're going to call aggro, and he's going to go right to you. But even when the mob is on you, you really aren't that bad off. As you can see, you're perfectly fine facing moderate level mobs at this point, and we aren't having any problems at all. So the main goal of soloing, obviously, is to have as little downtime as possible and just stay on point, constantly on mobs, and just being on target. So, and that's what the Chloromancer does. You know, as you can see right now, I'm revitalizing, and I have full mana, and everything's good. I'm gonna take on the second mob right here. As you can see, my cast bar is pretty full with a lot of stuff. Now, all this stuff is used, just not necessarily for soloing. I have a lot of buffs on the top. I have my potions, all that, and I am in fact a clicker, which is a little bit embarrassing, but whatever. You know, like, I don't have any crazy gaming mouse or anything, and I'm still pretty decent in PvP, so I don't really think that there's that much of a problem. Now, the Greater Elementalist can take on multiple mobs, which is very, very, very good. So if you get some extra incomings, the Elementalist can pick them up pretty well. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's so many abilities dedicated to Chloromancer Soling and the Elementalist. It's just so powerful. So overpowered, honestly. And I really recommend they use this class. Now, in conclusion, obviously, after level 30, you want to get the Greater Elementalist, but you don't want to waste points in the Chloromancer talent. You want to have a basic overall Chloromancer, and you don't need a lot of the extra stuff like the reduced Soul Tether cast time, the reduced or cooldown, or the the increased damage while in wild growth, like that sort of thing. You don't really need it. You know, it's not totally vital. But overall, that's pretty much my video, and I'll see you all later.